Hello, welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandi Cantrell from the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. Before I get started, I want to give a big thank you to our sponsor, First Bank of Alabama. And I also want to thank all the people, Chris and everyone here at TV47 for helping us put on our program. Thank you all very much. We're very appreciative. Today we're talking about a couple of programs that are right here in our community, in our city, in our county, and we work with them at the library. We're talking about HIPPY and PAT, which we'll get into more what that is. Shawna Yates is joining us, and Becky Epperson. They both work with SAVE, Sylacauga Alliance for Family Enhancement, with children, which is what I do. That's why we know each other.
That's right.
So great. So I thank y'all for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Great. Well, before we get started, I know most people know who you are, but just tell us about yourselves. You want to start, Becky?
I'm Becky Epperson. I've been with HIPPY for this is my 25th year. We've been around since 1998 in Sylacauga, and both of my kids are grown, but they did HIPPY when they were younger. That's how I was introduced to the program.
And Shawna?
I'm Shawna Yates, and I've been with SAFE for 10 years now, and I'm the program manager for home visitation. So I do HIPPY, I do Parents of Teachers, Building Blocks, and a Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
Great, and we're going to talk about all of those things. This is a program we have worked with at the library. I mean, I've been at the library almost 16 years, and ever since I've been there, we've worked together with HIPPY and things like that. So it's a great partnership we have, all about helping children and families. I know.
Absolutely.
Well, first of all, what is HIPPY?
HIPPY stands for Home Instruction for Parents of Preschool Youngsters. It's geared for parents to be their child's first teacher and get their kids ready for kindergarten.
Wow, and my next question is, why is this so important? Getting them ready for school.
Exactly, exactly. And two, whether you want to be or not, when you become a parent, you are your child's first teacher, and it just makes it so easy, and the basics, it just lays them out and gives that parent the empowerment to become their child's first teacher and have them ready for school and other things. I mean, it's not just all ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. There's a lot of fun. We do science experiments. We motor skills, just different things that's not all sit down. So when you're talking about a 2-year-old doing HIPPY, you're not going to get them to sit down, but learning is through fun, through play.
Get them ready for school and ready for life, I think.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
In a fun way.
Absolutely.
In a fun way. Now, so you said the parents actually do the work with their children. How does that work?
So our parent educators go out every week and see the families. They role play those lessons with the parents. And then the parents will spend over the next week doing those lessons with those children. And then we come back the next week and go over that lesson. How did it go? Did you have any questions or anything that we can help you with? Give them a brand new lesson to go again. So I think HIPPY is great. It gives them the all of the materials that they need. We give them books to go with the lessons that they get to keep and start building that library. And they get all the tools they need to do those lessons with those kids and make it fun, make learning fun. That's our goal.
I'm so glad it's fun.
Absolutely.
And I think it's good for parents. It's good for the children, obviously.
Yes.
But it's good for the parents because not everybody just grew up knowing how to work with the 2-year-old.
Sure.
You know, and it's different.
It
At
absolutely
2 and 3
is.
and 4, things like that. So it's helping parents to learn how to do it, and hopefully, and I'm sure it's not, they won't just do it that 15, 20 minutes a day.
Right. So our program goes over 30 weeks. And so we come out once a week for 30 weeks and do those. And then in the meantime, you know, we have all kinds of fun activities where we do things as groups and get together and have those things as well. But we give them the curriculum and all they have to do is follow it.
Wow, that's great. That's amazing.
Yes.
You know, when my kids were young, we would go to Walmart and get the books. And, and yes, that's great that you have the trace the A's and the B's, but this is so much more than that. It's laid out step by step, so it's very easy for the parent to understand. You know, as a parent, I knew that my kids needed more than just the ABCs.
Right.
And this gives that interaction with the parent, so you, as a parent, see when they get that that
When that
skill.
light bulb
Yes,
comes
that
on,
light
is what I
bulb goes
call
on.
it, yes.
So that's, to me, that was one of the best parts of being a parent and doing this, was knowing that they're getting it and making progress.
Being a part of your child's education. And I'm sure when they get to school, then the parent has the skills to help them with homework and help them learn
Absolutely.
to read and all the other things that you learn in school.
Absolutely.
And we try to work very hand in hand with the schools, the libraries, to get the
Yes.
parents involved in the community, so that when they're ready to go to school, that parent is already involved and hopefully stays involved.
Yes.
Just a smooth transition.
Right. Well, we partner with you because we do Word of the Week, which is a word I'm assuming you give out to
Absolutely.
your parents.
Yep.
And they can come check out books with that word in it, not necessarily to learn to read the word,
Right.
but to know what the word is, what it means, vocabulary.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
children need to learn a lot of words.
Absolutely.
And, you know, just to, if for nothing else, to get the parent to come to the library for the first
Yes.
time.
Thank you.
Well, and I know that we have parents that say, I went to the library on Monday and I got the Word of the Week before you gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was, it's
Yeah.
neat to see that they're, you know, that just lets us know that it's working, that some parents are coming and,
Yeah.
and
Just building that connection.
That's great. Well, we thank you for that.
Well,
It's
we thank you for
wonderful.
all you do too.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, the parents or the parent educators that go out, are they trained in a certain way to help the parents?
So we train them in-house. We do a lot in-house with them. And then there also is some training that's offered through our funders. So HIPPY is funded through the Education Trust Fund, and Parents as Teachers is funded through McVie. And they're both funded through ADECE, which is Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education.
Yes.
And they're great. They provide us with a lot of different trainings and stuff throughout the year, keep us current and keep everything right on track where we need to be with that.
There's always new things being learned about how to help
Absolutely, yes, we
children.
learn every day.
Right.
Absolutely.
And they meet with the parents once a week?
once a week.
Yes, HIPPY
And,
meets once
and
a
they,
week.
is there a scheduled time, or that's what the parent educator and the parent work out?
And that's the beauty of this. The parent educator can talk with that parent and say, hey, what works best for you next week for us to come
Yeah,
out? And
yes.
so that communication is important in keeping that going. And, you know, I believe that when you're communicating one-on-one with that parent and not only teaching them to, we talk about routines a lot, but that's teaching that parent how to do the routine with us. I prefer that my families kind of meet at the same time each week.
Right.
You know, when I go out, it makes it easier for me and it makes it easier for them. Less likely to forget. Now, that does not always work. You're going to have somebody that's going to get sick or
Sure.
something's going to
Things
happen, but that's life.
And I think most of our families prefer that as well.
The schedule, I would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Every Tuesday at 3 or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would work.
It
Right.
makes it so much easier.
It does for everybody.
Absolutely.
Well, let's pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Shawna and Becky.
Remember your first car? The butterflies you had on your first date? Or your first home? Remember his first steps? Or his first day of school? Remember the thrill of opening your first business? For every milestone, every memory, every first, think First Bank of Alabama.
At Jacksonville State University, the journey starts with you. It begins with your ambition, your curiosity, your dreams. Here, you forge your own path. You have the power to make a difference, explore new horizons, and turn your passions into your future. At Jack State, we journey forward together. The journey starts with you.
Welcome back to Library Connection, and I want, like I said again at the very beginning, I want to say again a big thank you to our sponsor, First Bank of Alabama, and TV47. Talking today with Shawna Yates and Becky Epperson from SAFE. We're talking about the HIPPY, and we're going to talk about the PA PAT program in just a few minutes, but a little bit more about HIPPY. What age child does HIPPY?
So HIPPY, we do 2, 3, and 4-year-olds.
Okay, all right. How can parents sign their children up?
They can call SAFE. You can go to SAFE's website and go through, I think it's opportunities.
And then programmatic opportunities.
And just follow the instructions and we'll get your application in that ways. Of course, you know, if you know some of us, you could always call and ask for anybody in the HIPPY program. That would work too.
Call us. We'll tell you how to get
That's
in touch
right.
with them. Now, is
Absolutely.
there a charge for this?
No.
Absolutely.
Everything is free. Everything that SAFE does is free.
Yes, we're kind of the same way, and that's
Yes.
wonderful. People need to know about free opportunities.
That's right.
Now, when my children were little, that was a wonderful thing to find out about. Do you have to qualify for HIPPY? Or
No, there is no qualification. There's
Okay.
no income qualification. No, we do pre-testing at the beginning of the year, but that's just to see where that child is and the growth. We'll do it again at the end to see the growth. But that is not any qualification or anything.
Absolutely
That's
not.
just to see where your child is and what we need to work on.
yeah, see where you started and then see where you
Yes.
learn. And this goes 30 weeks. Is that
30 weeks,
correct?
yes, ma'am.
Kind of like the school year.
Exactly.
Sort of, yes.
Now, what if their kids are already in school? Do they need? Is this something they can do? Also,
Pre-K is we have a lot of kids actually that are in pre-K as well. It's a supplement. It's something that you do extra with your child that just gives them that extra boost that they need for school.
And we've had parents to say, oh, my child already knows that. And just because they can say their ABCs or things like that, HIPPY is so much more than that. And this is just you reinforcing at home what they're learning in pre-K, what you think they already know. This is just re-improvement.
Yes, I
We
agree.
want them to know those letters, know those sounds, not just be able to sing the song.
Right, there is a big difference.
There is a big
Yes,
difference,
yeah.
absolutely.
So what if they're already? So if they're in school or daycare, it doesn't
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Does it have to be parents that do the program?
No.
But actually, the child does not have to be there. I think that's a misconception. When we come out, we talk with the parents
Okay.
to make sure they understand. Now, we love seeing the kids,
Yes.
but the child does not have to be there when we come out for our visits
With HIPPY.
with HIPPY. You know, that's just that's a bonus if the kids are there. But
Oh yeah.
we work directly with the parents to make sure that they understand how to implement the program.
We
for
don't
their
want to do
kids.
it with the children. We want that parent to
Right,
have
right,
that
right.
experience.
I agree. You're there to train the parent.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. So it can be grandparents.
It can be, absolutely.
Caregivers, whoever's
Exactly.
keeping them. That is.
As long as that parent gives permission, absolutely.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, that sounds fun, and I like that it's not just ABCs and 1, 2, 3, and it's. You said it.
Longer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they get to get up. We have obstacle courses. You know, climb over the pillows. It's teaching them those
Science.
positional words.
Yes.
It's not just you know, it's not just sit down and do this
With flashcards.
Yes,
Yeah.
no,
Oh
it's not.
no.
And it's the 4-year-old. They do where they grow the bean and they watch it, sprout and science. It's,
Yes.
And so everything is provided except that you might have to cut an apple or something like that. Yeah, things that you would have.
We
to
don't
trim.
use anything that wouldn't be in your house
Yes, that you
already.
wouldn't have.
For instance, like what you're talking about, we make applesauce in one of the activities, but most parents would have an apple around, and if not, you can make mashed potatoes. It's kind of the same thing, how it starts out in the beginning and how it ends.
Absolutely.
But let the kids be a part of that and see that transition of how it's hard, it has a peel
Yes.
on it, and then just work the whole way out.
That's great. Wow. Well, that is so much fun. And you've done this for 25 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You got involved because your children were
Yes,
in
ma'am.
it.
I was a HIPPY parent before I became a parent and educator.
That speaks volumes to me,
And
that you loved it.
One of the neat things is I've been here for a while, and that tells my age. But I have had this year. I've had a HIPPY kid that was one of my HIPPY kids way back when. Has her twins in it now. I mean, it's it's really neat to see how they've grown.
Yes.
She's a teacher now, so you see how they grow up and what they become, and then they want to be a part of it to their kids to be a part of what they had when they were younger.
That really speaks a lot about the program, that it's so good that I did it and I want my children to do it. And they wanted you to do it because you were great. I know you've been with them a while. That is wonderful. Well, now I guess we'll swap over and talk about PAT. What does PAT stand for?
So PAT is Parents as Teachers, and our Parents as Teachers program serves Talladega, Clay, and Coosa counties. And they go out twice a month and see that family, and they'll do activities with the parent and the child. So the child does need to be there for PAT. But there's similarities, but there's differences. I always like to tell parents about the programs and let them decide what's the best fit for their family. Parents as Teachers will do prenatal all the way to 5.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot of development, a lot of making sure that they're developmentally where we want them to be, and things that we can do that will help develop those skills and whatnot. And it also is getting them ready for school as well. So.
Yes, and I know if it's your first child, you don't know where those.
Or if it's been a while. Yeah, we get that a lot too, and they'll be like, "Gosh, it's been so long." And
I even have a hard time remembering. Okay, when did they normally walk or talk or able to hold a pencil and things like that? So it's good refresher.
Yes,
and
yes.
That's great. Well, listen, we're going to have to pause for another commercial break, and we'll come right back and talk some more with Shawna and Becky.
Remember your first car? The butterflies you had on your first date? Or your first home? Remember his first steps? Or his first day of school? Remember the thrill of opening your first business? For every milestone, every memory, every first, think First Bank of Alabama.
The Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center offers to senior citizens in the Sylacauga and surrounding areas lots of fantastic activities throughout the week. Sewing, ladies bridge, quilting, game-o-rama, ceramic classes, bingo, travel club, and lots more. It's all at the Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center located next to the J. Craig Smith Community Center in Sylacauga. Don't spend any more time alone. Get out, make new friends, and have fun.
The all-new Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our remodeled and expanded pharmacy gives us the space to serve more patients. We've added a drive-through window for those times when you don't feel like getting out of your vehicle. And we still offer delivery within city limits. We feature a full line of over-the-counter medications and supplements. And don't forget our stunning new gift department. New building, same great people. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Shawna Yates and Becky Epperson from SAFE. We're talking about HIPPY and PAT, programs that work with families, not just children, but with parents and families and children. We're talking about PAT, Parents as Teachers.
Parents as Teachers.
And it's for ages?
It's prenatal all the way to age 5.
That's great. And like, I know you said when someone comes in to register or to talk with you, they can choose one.
Absolutely.
Yes. Do you have to qualify for PAT?
No, you don't have to qualify. We will serve you regardless.
And it goes outside our county.
It does. It goes into Coosa and Clay as well.
Okay. Now you may have said this before, but I guess the commercial break made me think. What kind of things are they learning with PAT?
It's going to be very much basically the same.
Yes.
That same foundation as HIPPY is. We always look at gross and fine motor. We always look at communication, problem solving, social emotional, that type thing. We want to make sure that all those boxes are being ticked and that we're providing things for those families that help strengthen all of those areas.
That's right, and starts prenatal, which is where it all starts. Right?
Absolutely.
Even if it's just getting that mindset. Now, do y'all meet together as a group ever?
We do. So both programs actually do group meetings. Parents as Teachers will do them in each county. HIPPY does them in Talladega on both ends of the county. I think one of the neatest things that we've done here lately is to me, being at SAFE is just such a blessing because there are so many resources right inside our doors. And anything that families need, you know, we can refer them out. We have Reality Work Center, we have relationship education, we have case management, we have transportation, we have after school. Just so many, Southern Dance and Performing Arts, we have so many different opportunities for families. But we also have the community garden. And one of the things that Becky and I have been working on with the garden right now is starting in January, we're going to invite our families out 2 times every week in addition to our regular group meetings, which I want Becky to touch on. But we're going to go out to the garden like every other Friday. They got to go out in November and they got to dig sweet potatoes.
Oh, fun.
The kids got to dig sweet potatoes and they talked to them about the planting cycle and when to do it, how to do it. Also different things you can do with sweet potatoes and ways to fix them and have that healthy food for your family. So we're really excited about that. That will be in addition to our regular group meetings. But
one of the neatest things they did after they dug the sweet potatoes and everything, they took the vines and let them make crowns with the vines. That was so cute.
it was
The kids really enjoyed that. So
Yes.
there's so many things you can do in the garden that is just so down to earth that teaches kids that may not have that opportunity in other ways.
right.
Everybody doesn't grow a garden.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
You know, my parents always grew a garden, but it's neat. Don't take that for granted.
Absolutely.
Because it's neat to see these kids come out and just see what's
See that life cycle. You know,
Yes.
it starts as a seed and then it becomes the plant and the plant produces the food and then we consume it. And it's not just go to the grocery store and it magically appears.
And when they're in the grocery store, hey, I know where that came from. It came from the ground. I
Absolutely.
want to eat some of
and
it.
they even teach them about doing it, you know, in containers, doing it on a smaller level, and anybody can garden.
Well, that's
So
a
I like
fun
that.
group
It
meeting.
is a fun group meeting.
What other kind of group meeting?
We also share, try to use our community partners. So of
Absolutely.
course, we always go to the fire department. That's always a big one. And
They're
Sylacauga and Talladega fire departments are awesome. They did such a good job with our kids. Our Sylacauga fire department group meeting this year, we did it in October because that's Fire Safety Month, and we had a little over 80 people show up for a regular group meeting. Kind of took us by surprise. We did it on Saturday intentionally, and so that, of course, that
Parents at work.
Yeah,
had an
absolutely. We try to
opportunity.
mix it
Yes.
up. We want it to be available to everybody.
We do some in the morning, some in the evening, and even on the weekend.
Yes.
Sonia Free with our Building Blocks program at SAFE came in and did one of our group meetings in September, did an awesome job. We had the kids in a different room and they were playing games, and we did a story time, and some of the motor skills that we have in the lessons we brought to that side of it. But
Oh,
yeah.
wow. That's great.
just to expand on that, expand on the lessons. But we're looking forward to working with more community partners. So if anybody has any ideas that would like to share with us, would love to have
Absolutely.
you.
Right. And I know in the spring you do a graduation for
We
your
do.
4-year-olds.
We
Oh,
do.
that's so
We do.
special.
We do. We do.
Just to give those kids that little boost because they're ready to start kindergarten.
I
And
completed this.
I did.
Absolutely.
And it's a little closure for us, just to make sure the parents get a pat on the back for all the hard work they've done.
Absolutely.
That's true. Well, you touched on the Building Blocks program with Sonia
Yes,
Free.
so Building Blocks is something that we have at SAFE, and it is a mail-out program. Parents can call and get on, register that way, or they can also do it online, same thing, safefamilyservicescenter.com. And it's a mail-out program. So once you register, you never have to do anything again. Nobody's going to come to you. You're just going to receive a packet in the mail every other month that is age appropriate for that child, and it is 0 to 60 months. And it has milestones, safety, all kinds of things in it, things that can help you with your child and help for developmental as well.
I still like a paper copy of something.
And she mails that out. It's phenomenal. They're wonderful packets and just so helpful. And then we also have Dolly Parton Imagination Library at SAFE.
Yes, it's in our
Yes,
area
it's
now.
Talladega, all of Talladega County. So if you want to do Dolly Parton, you can do it on Dolly Parton's website. You can do it on SAFE's website. I think Susan also puts it on Facebook for us, the little QR code, and you can absolutely, we would love it if you would.
And that's a free
Join.
book every
month
until
they're 5.
Gosh.
They get their last book of the month they turn 5.
Wow.
And make sure to check out SAFE's website and Facebook page. You'll see some of our group meetings and different things that are going on at SAFE. Just to give you an inside view of that, of what, there's so many things going on, it's impossible to tell everything, but it highlights several of our programs.
Yes.
I like too the way you said, because you're at SAFE and y'all have programs for all ages and families. So when you work with a family with HIPPY or PAT, you can help not only the child, and you can help the whole family with other
That's the beauty
resources.
of SAFE. SAFE just has so many different resources. And they're also, Earth is coming, so East Alabama Rural Innovation and Training Hub, absolutely.
And y'all help them set goals, is that correct?
Absolutely, we do goals. We can refer them out. It's their goal. It's whatever they want to work on, and then how can we help you achieve that goal for your child or for your family?
I think that's great. I think I heard you or one of y'all say one time, instead of saying, I want the goal of this, well, I need some smaller goals to get to.
Yes.
And everybody doesn't know. I mean, I don't know that I knew that exactly to set a goal.
One thing our funders and everybody always asks for success stories.
Yes.
So we put a box out at one of our group meetings and had index cards and just said success, comments, whatever you want to share about HIPPY. And some of those things were what came out of it was they couldn't count when they started, and now they're counting to 20. I mean, and people value success on different levels. But to me, it's the small gains are just as important sometimes as the big one. Don't discount the big successes, but those everyday small goals are just a blessing to see that the parent realizes that and sees that growth in the child.
Those small gains get you to those big goals.
That's right.
Well, ladies, I just appreciate the work you do. I know y'all been doing this for a few years. I know 25 years. I'm just so impressed. But that is wonderful, and I'm so proud of what y'all do. I'm glad to see the kids coming in the library. Thank y'all.
Well, we are so grateful for all you do for our families, because we have so many families that do come to the library and see you and go to story time, and they love it.
Well, it's all about the children
That's
and
right.
their families.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for joining me
Thank you.
today, and thank you for joining us on Library Connection.